So today, we'll work on JavaScript. First, remove all the div except any one div. You can then comment on this div since we will be using JavaScript to show the real data. In script.js, let's select this button tag using document.querySelector. So, create a variable btn and use document.querySelector. Select button, then select this countries div since we need to append our HTML and show the real data. So create a variable countries and use document.querySelector. Select countries div with ID countries. To get the countries data, we'll use the REST countries API. I have shared this link in the description below. Now, since we need the endpoint, let's create another variable, countries URL. Copy this URL and paste them over here. Since we need the flag image, country's name, capital, population and region, click fields.md. So here, choose the field name that we need, like capital, flags, region, etc. So instead of just name and flags, I will replace it with capital, region, flags, name and population. To check if this endpoint works or not, just copy this endpoint and paste them in the browser. We can see some data. That means our endpoint is working well. We want to show the data only when we click on this button. So use the click event on this button. Add btn.addEventListener. Use click event and a callback function. Inside the function, add fetch. We are fetching data from this countries URL, so add countries URL. Now we need to convert the response into JSON format. So add the then method, add response.json, add another then method. Here call the function generate HTML. On top, create this function generate HTML. Add data as a parameter. Inside this function, create a variable HTML and assign them to an empty string. Now, to loop each item in the data array, we'll use the map method. So add data.map. Use country as a parameter. Here, add HTML plus equals backtick. Then copy the HTML and paste them over here. To get the flag image, we can use either PNG or SVG image. So add $country.flags.svg. To get the country name, we can use common. So add country dot name dot common. Likewise, for capital, let's use $country dot capital. For population, use $country dot population. And for region, let's use $country dot region. Finally, we need to append our HTML in countries div. So add countries dot inner HTML equals HTML. Take the preview, and it works. Let's also add a catch method. This will show us an error message if there are any. Here, add ERR as a parameter. To show the message in countries div, add countries.innerHTML equals. In the S3 tag, I will add something went wrong. Also, to log them in console, add console.log ERR. Now I will break this endpoint. Take the preview. I can see the message, but the style is not looking nice. At least we need to change the color to white and keep it at the center. So back install the CSS. In S3, add position absolute, left 50%, transform translate x minus 50%, then add color white. Up in the div, add position relative. Take the preview again, and this time it looks good. Finally, I want to hide this button when data loads and also show the loading message while the data is loading. So back in script.js, add event parameter. For the loading text, add event.target.textContent equals loading. To remove the button, add finally method. Here, add a callback function event.target.remove. Let me fix the endpoint again. Take the preview, and it works. Great. This is the end of this final session. Thank you so much for choosing my YouTube channel to learn this Face API project, list countries. I will see you again in my next video.